The Honda Civic has always been known for a great, fun, and practical everyday car. But what sort of fuel economy numbers can you expect from this new hatchback? Let's go find out. We're going to head out on the highway and do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour to get you a realistic highway fuel economy number for this Honda Civic. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a look at it. Totally redesigned for this generation, the 2022 Honda Civic. This is the Sport Touring Hatch version, so it gets you all the bells and whistles, including that new, very good Bose audio system, but still in hatchback form. You can get the manual transmission, but this one's rocking the CVT, which is still pretty decent. If you do want to see more on the Civic, check the links in the description. Goodness. We've got a lot of links from the sedan and a few different videos on this one. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's Highway Fuel Economy Test, which gives this Civic 37 miles per gallon in its trim, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who take their vehicles on extended road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers they can realistically expect in the real world. In order to do that, we're going to head over to the gas station here, fill up, go out and do 100 miles, come back, fill up at the same pump using the same 3-click fueling method, and get a result. A few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard 33 psi front, 32 psi rear. And we're going to have the climate control set at 73 degrees auto. Now, yes, I know this will use the air conditioner, but that's how people travel in the real world, and without it, we would roast. So let's hop out and fill it up. 2.755 gallons going in for our first fill. Before we actually start the engine, we're going to reset our trip computer and our GPS. And we're ready to begin. There are 3 different drive modes in the new Civic: Econ, Normal, and Sport. We will be doing the test in Econ. We're going to take it nice and easy, about half a mile over to the highway, pick up the test from there. Now, the goal of this test isn't to hypermile, but rather to get a realistic fuel economy number for the Civic. So in order to do that, we got up to highway speed here at a reasonable pace. We've set our cruise control to a GPS indicated 73 miles per hour. Seems like the car is going between 73 and 74 when we have it set at 74. So we might have to drop down one. We'll sit here at 73. The 22 Civic does have a much better active lane keeping feature than the previous generation. It'll keep you nicely in lane. It's got a good adaptive cruise control as well. So it's cool that you're getting such a great tech suite at such a good price. The new Civic is a pretty good buy. There's a good amount of wind noise though, so not the quietest vehicle in this class. But we're going to continue on with the test and catch up with you at the end. In the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. Coming into the end of the highway fuel economy test here in the 2022 Civic Hatch. This is just a good, solid car, guys. We're getting 39.7 miles per gallon according to the car's readout. Yeah, it's a little bit loud. Yeah, the seats aren't particularly comfortable after a few hours, but when you're talking this price point and you're talking the features this car packs and how satisfying it is to drive, and then tacking on decent fuel economy on top of that, not too much to complain about. So you can hear a little bit of wind noise, a little bit of tire noise, but really not too bad. Have averaged 70 miles per hour, no problem there. So we're gonna get back to the gas station, fill up, and see what we get. 2.790 gallons going in for our final fill. 108.4 divided by 2.790 is giving us 38.85 miles per gallon, rounding up to 39. That is quite a good number. We've got a 12.4 gallon fuel tank in here, so 12.4 gallons times 39 miles per gallon is giving you effective highway cruising range of 480 miles here in the Civic Sport Touring Hatch. Oh, maybe not quite as impressive as numbers you might get from a more fuel economy oriented trim, a little bit different wheels and stuff, but still a good number for a car like this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the new Civic, check the links in the description. We've got all sorts of videos, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.